Hey guys, for today's video I figured we'd take a look at everyone's favorite in-game item, the CSGO knife. About a year ago I made a video showing the best knives in CSGO under $110, so I figured we might as well make another, only this time we will be looking at the top 10 knives in CSGO under $200. Now for this video I wanted to try to rank these knives more objectively instead of just picking my favorite knives, so I came up with a little scoring system, so let's cover how it will work. TDM Jesus made two videos a while back where he had his community rank their favorite knife and their favorite knife finishes. It was a pretty simple ranking system where people would vote for their favorite, which would add 1 to its score, as well as their least favorite, which would subtract 1 from its score. We will then take these scores and use them to determine the best knives under $200. Now, the best way to show you how we will use these scores is to quickly show you an example. So if we have a quick look at the Talon Fade here, you can see that the Talon knife has a total score of 103 and the Fade has a total score of 236. So in total, a Talon Fade would have a total score of 339. It's that simple, guys. We're just taking the knife plus the knife finish and adding them together and seeing what we get. Now, by no means do I think that this is the best way to rank CSGO knives, but I figured it would be a cool little experiment and I became intrigued on what kind of list this method would make. And also a quick note, the prices of these knives are based off of the Steam market, so if you do your shopping elsewhere, you might be able to find these knives for a lot cheaper. I just figured most people probably use the Steam market, so that's what I'm gonna base my $200 limit on. All right, let's look at some knives. Coming in 10th place with a total score of 27, we have the HUNTSMAN Ultraviolet Minimal Wear. Now, when making this list, I had to kind of decide if I was going to include minimal wear or just have factory new, and I decided I would include them with minimal wear if they didn't look too beat up. And I think this ultraviolet looks really good in minimal wear. It looks amazing with my gloves, actually, and it's just an all-around good knife. I think this one fits well in a 10th spot on this list. Coming in 9th with a total score of 35, we have the BOWIE Vanilla. Now, the BOWIE knife is a little bit controversial because you can only see one hand while using it. Some people don't like it, and I kind of fit into that category, but it is a really good looking knife. It's actually one of my favorite just straight up looking knives. It's giant. It looks great with different like Doppler patterns on it and stuff. But here we have the Vanilla, 9th place. I think this is a solid knife. Coming in 8th place with a total score of 36, we have the Survival Case Hardened Minimal Wear. Now, I believe this knife is going to be getting what I will call the Case Hardened buff because the Case Hardened has a super rare blue gem pattern on it. I believe people probably voted for the Case Hardened finish because of that and not because of how it just looks in general. So this might be a little flaw in the ranking system, but it is what it is. Coming in 7th place with a total score of 57, we have the HUNTSMAN Case Hardened Minimal Wear. Now, we got another Case Hardened knife, guys, back to back. It seems like people prefer the HUNTSMAN over the survival knife, so that's why this one gets the 7th place. And this is also, like, once again, the flaw in the system because people love the blue gem so much. That's probably why the Case Hardened is ranked so high, but yeah, that's what it is. That's one of the flaws in the ranking system, guys, but it's all right. It's all right. Coming in 6th place with a total score of 62, we have the FALCHION Tiger Tooth Factory New. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the FALCHION knife. It has a really mediocre pullout animation, but the inspect is okay, and the super rare inspect is even better. It doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it's really satisfying, and the Tiger Tooth is a really good finish as well. I just don't like the FALCHION knife, guys, but here it is on the 6th spot on the list. Coming in 5th place with a total score of 67, we have the HUNTSMAN Black Laminate Minimal Wear. Now, I don't really like where this knife fits on this list. I much prefer the ultraviolet over the black laminate, but I guess people like the black laminate a little more than ultraviolet based on Jesus's videos, but I don't know if this one fits on this list, guys. Let me know what you think on this one, if it deserves the 5th spot or not. Coming in 4th place with a total score of 77, we have the HUNTSMAN Vanilla. Now, I much prefer the vanilla over the previous black laminate. This skin looks amazing with vanilla, and the HUNTSMAN is a great budget knife, guys. It's one of the best budget knives in the game. It has a sick pullout animation. It has a nice big blade, and I think this one fits nicely on this list. I would definitely probably rank this one around the 4th spot. Coming in 3rd place with a total score of 90, we have the BOWIE AUTOTRONIC Minimal Wear. Now, I think the AUTOTRONIC is one of the most underrated skins in the game. It has an amazing look to to it. The red and gray with the black handle. It looks amazing on all the knives, and on the Bowie is no exception. This one looks amazing. It's like a little red lightsaber, for God's sakes. This thing is very, very cool. Coming in second place with a total score of 161, we have the Gut Knife Doppler Factory New. And man, I really love this knife. I had a gut knife Doppler back in the day. I think it's probably the best budget knife you can have in CSGO. It looks really amazing with the Doppler pattern. The gut knife is also very underrated. People don't like it too much, but the Doppler pattern, holy, everyone loves the Doppler pattern. It is by far the most popular knife finish in CSGO based on Jesus's video, which is why it is ranked so highly at second place at only $129. And coming in first place with a total score of 305, the most popular knife in CSGO under $200 according to the TDM Jesus video method, are the Shadow Dagger Doppler Factory New. Now, I don't really like the Shadow Daggers. I definitely wouldn't rank it ahead of the gut knife, but it seems like the community did, and this is the first place knife, guys. What do you guys think of this list? Is it a good list? Is it a bad list? I think it's kind of okay. There are definitely some knives on here that I wouldn't have included in the top 10, but it was a cool little experiment to see what this method would have created, and thanks for watching.